So my name is Martin Rye. I'm the Managing Director of GRS Footwear. We are the UK distributor of GRISPORT trekking and walking boots, and have been for the last 20 years. Over that time, we've seen phenomenal growth to the retail trade, and lately we have been trying to expand our presence online through our grisport.co.uk website. In 2016, I met Nick through a business associate. I've always been very, very skeptical about internet marketing, about the value for money on things like SEO and shopping campaigns. But Nick persuaded me that I really was missing out, and that if we worked together, our money could perhaps be better spent than the return that we were getting at the time. We felt as though we were paying quite significant sums of money and not really seeing any return for it. We were almost at the stage where we were considering stopping any sort of SEO on our websites at all, and really putting the whole project on the back burner. I don't think there's any doubt about it that SEO isn't a quick fix, and it does take a period of time to build through the rankings. And that was one of the things that really had to be explained to me in the first place, because like I say, you pay monthly bills, you don't really see any immediate return. But I have to say, over the last 4 years, it has been painstaking work, but by working together, we've got ourselves onto the first page of Google with quite a lot of the search terms that we agreed together in advance. And generally, we've seen our rankings improve across virtually every search term that we discussed. So, like I say, it isn't something that happens overnight, but if you persevere with it and it's done properly, you definitely see the results after a period of time. It's been quite exciting actually to watch Wriggle grow. So when we started working with them in 2016, it was basically Nick and one or two others, and we built quite a good relationship with Nick because he's very understanding. He understands what you're trying to achieve fairly quickly, and he also doesn't give you false promises. There are a lot of people who come along. I get emails every day from people promising me they can get me on page 1 for this, they can get me on page 1 for that, and it just isn't true. It does take time. So by having that personal relationship with Nick and Mitchell and some of the other team at Wriggle, we've learned how to work together. So we know the process that they are undertaking behind the scenes, because a lot of it is work that we don't see, and a lot of it is painstaking and time-consuming work that, in all fairness, we don't really understand. So you need to have that trust with the people that you're working, that they are doing what you need to do behind the scenes. And I found, well, the results speak for themselves. We've seen outstanding results in the last 4 years. So whatever they are doing well. The results on the GRISPORT website have actually been quite staggering. So since 2016, we've seen an increase in our revenue from the GRISPORT website of 653%. The main thing for me is that you see a return for every pound that you spend. And the good thing about working with Wriggle is we get the monthly reports, we have the monthly meetings, and they can actually show me what return I'm getting for every pound that I spend. And that's extremely important. I don't want to see, direct debits going out of my bank account when they're not accounted for. And at least now I can see exactly what I'm getting for my money.